Hello everyone, this is the OW Gaming and welcome to one of those hero showcase videos. This time we're going to showcase Lucy herself. Yep, that's right. The one character from Fairy Tail, the protagonist from that series. Although one of the two protagonists in this game. The second one being Natsu, which unfortunately I won't be able to show him just yet because I haven't obtained him at the moment. But in the future I will get him for sure and showcase him, but right now I won't be able to do that. Like I said earlier, I don't have him just yet. So anyways, let's talk about what Lucy's about. And initially, I'm going to give you guys some clarification regarding Lucy's skill kit. Because it's pretty complicated at the start. Because like for the fact that she has a lot of skills in there. But in this video, I'm gonna clarify all that as much as I can. So anyways, first off, let's talk about her talent. So her talent is called Celestial Spirit Magic, and which increases her int by 10% at 3 stars, and I believe at 6 stars she increased it to, let's see, how much? To 20%. Okay, pretty nice change there. When Lucy and her Celestial Spirits use AoE skills, they can target any block within skill range, and when dealing damage, they apply Star to the enemy. After entering battle, they apply Moon to the enemy. When the enemy with Star and Moon engage in battle with Lucy and her Celestial Spirit, all stats excluding HP are reduced by 5%. And let's see what those debuffs are. So Star basically, that Lucy and her Celestial Spirit can target this unit within 6 blocks, and ranged soldiers will also attack, and this cannot be dispelled. However, if the enemy is inflicted with Moon, what this does is that after being actively attacked and taking damage by Lucy and her Celestial Spirits, causing all allies within one ring to take additional fixed damage equal to 1 times of Lucy's int. And Star and Moon ignores immunity, cannot be dispelled, and have a duration of 2 turns. So yeah, she's kind of like Patricia 2.0 in some ways. And she is actually an excellent addition to your PvP team because she is versatile. Like, for single target use, she's going to be suitable for that one. But what she shines the most is AoE. And also, the reason why I brought this up is because her AoE casting is actually much less strict than most of the AoEs we have. Because like she has like a cast range of like I think 2 blocks, and then doesn't matter if there's an enemy there or not, she can cast it regardless if there's someone there. So yeah, which basically means that it will make Lucy very easy to use, and AoE is going to be really crazy with her. Now let's talk about the class, and the only class she's able to upgrade to is of course Mage class, and that's about it. There's no additional class here. It's just a 1 class route, so no runestones needed for her, which is nice. Change of pace here. And now let's talk about what skills does she come with. So this is the one that's actually confusing to some people. So you might be wondering, where is the other 1C unique skill? Well, here's the thing. The 1C skill that's mentioned in the Future Langrisser installment, this one is actually 2-in-1, if you guys didn't notice. So what I mean by that is that if you end up having Lucy in her final class, it's going to be doing the second form instead of the first form of the 1C. So the first one basically summons the units as like usual, but if you upgrade her to the final class, she's gonna be able to use her like star dress forms, which is gonna be really neat to have. Okay, so apparently in this game they call Leo as Loke or something. And then Aries, okay, so basically you can see Aquarius, but however, you won't be able to summon Aquarius in the final class. Which, a bit sad, but oh well. But for other 2, you can still summon them, which is good. So that means if you summon someone like Aries, you can have 2 AoEs in your team, which is going to be awesome. And pretty bad for your opponent too. And then the second skill she has is the Fireball, which is pretty common for most mages. Holy Ward, nice thing to have for Lucy to like give her like a bit of a healing capabilities. Windblade against flying foes, if you desires. Well, except Dragon Slayer, because that reverses the role, so beware. Demolish. Okay, Demolish, yep. Or actually, wait, this may not reverse the role actually, because Dragon Slayer's gimmick is like based on class, not the advantage effects from skills. I think that's how it works. We're gonna have this play test it around and see how does that work. And then Demolish is there, and then there's also the 2C unique skill called Flee. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize if I try to butcher it, but anyways, I'm just gonna say 2C skill because it's kind of hard to pronounce this kind of name because this doesn't seem English to me. So this one deals single target damage, which is 1.5 times multiplier, and this attack ignores guard. Oh my goodness, right out the bat, huh? When battling an enemy affected with Star before battle, inflicts Moon on all other enemies within one ring. Oh, nasty. And also this ignores guard, which is huge in many cases because she can actually take someone off immediately if your Lucy is well built. But honestly, this can easily be executed pretty well as long as the opponent has something like a star on them, which will basically enables her to attack from far away as long as it's within 6 blocks. Because she's not like Patricia where she can attack anywhere. No, she needs to be within 6 blocks for this to be effective. And then she also comes with Earthquake. I don't know. I don't remember how many units we have in the game that have Earthquake nowadays. There are only a few mages in the game so far to have this, but Lucy being at the new addition with this skill, it's welcome. And then Arcane Blast, I think could be similar, but I think there's a lot more mages that uses this. So these two are excellent options for her if you don't have her 3C unlocked just yet. Personally, for me, I will unlock it anyways because her 3C is actually well deserved because she is going to be really strong. As for the soldier choices, there's a lot of stuff in here to look at, and yeah, there's an SP for sorceress, but however, I won't be able to show this here yet because I'm gonna need resources. But speaking of which, I may be able to get it so shortly, so I'll be right back. Okay, I got the SP done. Alright, let's get back to Lucy. Alright, I'm back, and to those who are wondering how much control points did it cost me to get this to SP, well, the answer is 0. Absolutely no, nothing, because Sorceress doesn't really unlock any additional heroes for this usage because there's already a lot of heroes that can use this. So yeah, basically I got this SP technically for free, but all I spend is just training materials, and that's it. No control points will be needed for this. And as for the gear, this is the gear I'll go with here. Pretty similar build to Mythos Z or Zabuto's his build, but however I did go for magic because she capitalizes AoE, so might as well just go magic. And this is the gear set I went for. Miracle Staff to increase her AoE skills damage, of course. Tenuous Robe to in case if you are attacked for some reason, you'll have a chance of dispelling a buff to probably throw them off a bit. And a Star Crown to boost your skill damage whenever you heal, of course. And then Creeping Tide increases int as well as some other aspects of the thing that will help her out even more. So 70% chance to reduce the enemy's MDEF by 20% for 1 turn. Yeah, this alone actually makes her somewhat usable. And now let's take a look at the 3C here before we start. They call it Uranometria, which is the signature move that Lucy does in the anime. So what this move does is basically her doing the ultimate signature move. And this is what it does. The passive on this one is that when this unit and its Celestial Spirit attack enemies afflicted with Star or Moon, their damage dealt is increased by 15%, which makes them hit harder. And this does the AoE that deals 0.36 times AoE damage to multiple enemies within range, and additionally applies Moon to the target hit. When possessing any Celestial Spirit magic, loses Celestial Spirit magic after casting the skill. Then reduces the skill cooldown of this skill and all skill Celestial Spirit skills by 3 turns. So yeah, that's the reason why I don't go Clock, even though Clock seems promising. But this 3C enables you to get your skills back quickly, as long as you have your transformation equipped. Which honestly, it's not hard to do. You just need to equip it and then use the 3C if you're in range. And this is what she does when you activate her 3C. Pretty basic, but oh well. You know, collabs usually don't make something flashy like that, like most Langrisser characters nowadays, because you know, if they want to alter some things, they're gonna need to ask the IP owner in order to do that. But as of right now, they've been doing this for all the collabs that they have currently. So like, I mean, of course, even though they're basic, doesn't mean they're bad. So there's some that are actually okay, but not the best. So. Anyways, let's start the awakening stages really quick. Alright, let's see what our first couple opponents are. So we got Nymph as our first opponent, our second opponent is Florentia, and our final opponent is Cortez. Alright, and then since Lucy is a mage, I'm gonna be using Loki for this fight to increase her magic attack, or known as INT for short. And we're gonna need single target skills instead of AoE, so we're gonna do this, excuse me. Alright, let's start. And since we need single target, I'm gonna be summoning Loke or Leo, as what I describe him as. So anyways, let's do that. We use the orange key for single target. Leo form. I don't know why they call this one Loke for some reason, but it might just be an error. Oh, for some reason this guy's called Rocky. Why? Oh well. Alright. Let's move Rocky over here. I don't know why they call this guy Rocky for some reason. I mean, I changed a few things for sure. Let's see what. Okay, you're not affected by the moon yet, so I'm gonna be moving. I wonder, can I get a penalty if I hit up close? Yeah, there's a penalty, so you know, I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm just gonna use Leo to attack. Well, and I think is that star or moon? It looks like, yeah, that's moon. Okay, I thought that was star for a second. You know, let's use Leo's as a skill here. Oh yeah. Okay, I can also change forms if I want to. But yeah, I'm gonna go to here and then change to Aries. This will probably dismiss Rocky. But we'll see. No, it does not dismiss. Oh, interesting. Yeah, this guy's just gonna stay on the field, I guess. Okay. And this is the one thing I'm talking about. Like, this AoE can be cast even though there aren't anyone there. I just silenced the opponent. Oh. That's hilarious. Oh, I just noticed something. The summons, in fact, do have their own specific class. Interesting. I never knew about that. There's a lot I have not discovered until now. Alright, let's unlock that 3C on a stage 2. Okay, our teammates we have are Lugner, Nymph, and Urza. I think we'll rock with this. I think for this fight we can just go all out. No need to hold back.
これは必要な懲戒だ。死が君の
But of
罪
course, I need
を
to
許
watch
す。
out for the enemy's Lugner, because he is not going to be friendly. Okay, let's summon the not purple, the pink one for AoE. And then I'm just going to do this. I think they're afflicted with star. This one is, I think. Yep, that symbol means star. Okay. I'm gonna send another one over. Actually, wait, maybe I don't need to move her that close. Hold on. Backtrack that. Maybe I can just attack from where I am, because star also considered in range, I can see here. So let's do that. We don't need to move anywhere. I'm gonna get sinned, but oh well, whatever. I think we'll attack that right there. Attack Lucy. And act again. Kill Nin. Yeah, Urza can be pretty disgusting at times. AoE to heal my Urza and damage the
闘気の
enemies.
力は我々と共にある。
Okay, let's go ahead and change your class into
これは
Holly.
必要な懲戒だ。
And then I'm going to change my sin
これは
method
必要
into
な懲
sinful
戒だ。
thoughts. So if they attack, they're going to get punished. Okay, yep, another attack incoming. This time to Nymph, but she's gonna survive that. I'm not worried about Urza dying because she's not gonna die that fast. Because she has multi-revives on her. Okay, let's use this skill again. I don't think I can summon another Ares, can I? Let's see. Okay, yeah, it just teleports her somewhere else. Alright, fair enough. And this also refreshes the skill. Alright, attack Urza.
深海からの誘いです。
Alright, pretty easy to do. Alright, here it is. Uranometria. I'm gonna screenshot that so that way it will be memorized. I'm just gonna do this. And boom, there we go. And then the animation unlocked. Now let's take her to the battlefield and see how she works. But of course, I'm gonna play around with like what classes she has, so that so all of us can understand how that 1C skill works, because it's very complex with that skill. I'll tell you that. So yep, see you all shortly. Okay, now we're in the battlefield and let's take a look at a few things before we initiate. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna move Dragon Slayer over here on purpose so that way we can get in range. And since this Dragon Slayer isn't a flyer, but the soldiers are, I wonder how this is gonna fare. with the AoE here. Not with the AoE, with the how should I call it? Like with Wind Blade, I mean. So let's see how this works. So let's see. The Wind Blade, is that gonna make like an effective damage against that? Let's see. Okay, so it is still applied. So looks like my intention, looks like my expectations is correct here. So Wind Blade doesn't really count towards Dragon Slayer Reverse. So you don't have to worry about Dragon Slayer reversing that on you if you're using Wind Blade. So that's a test already done. So now let's try the one thing I talked about. So regarding that 1C skill that I just mentioned, like if she's not maxed out, like right now, I purposely downgrade her class just to give you guys like a bit of a insight of what it does. So right now Lucy's not in her final class. So this is what it does if you use this skill here. You will summon Aquarius in this form, by the way. But you won't be able to use her other unique skills after that. And this is what her 3C does. Like right here. And then let's do Aquarius. Let's see what this does. Okay, this will apply to rain. Aquametria. Now let's see what happens if we change her back into final class. Because in case you guys don't know, if you get her to the final class, that 1C is gonna behave differently, which I'll show you really quick. So I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and now she is in her final class. This is what she does when you do this key here. Instead you do transformation and you don't summon Aquarius this time around. Instead she herself is the one and only unit. Oh, this also drags enemies around too. Okay, I didn't notice that. Okay, now I'm gonna rewind and then show you guys what happens if you choose a different skill. Okay, we'll summon Rocky, or Leo form. Yeah, not much damage, but I mean, yeah. Honestly, I don't think anyone will play like that because her best usage is AoE, not single target. So now let's try Ares. And we're gonna AoE right there. That will enable our other Ares to AoE right there, as you can see. As long as it's within 6 blocks. Yeah, makes them really dangerous to fight against. So yeah, what do I think about this character? I would say it's pretty awesome to have, as for anybody in general, like rush players. Although maybe tank push as well, but however, honestly, tank push is kind of dead. As of right now, they could try to revitalize that kind of strategy, but right now, rush is dominant. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So hope you all find this video helpful or informative, and I'll see you all next time for more. And tune in for Urza. And yep, until then, see you all next time.